These are 9 daily practices to maximize your productivity. Welcome to the channel. Today I'll be sharing 9 fundamental practices that I implement daily to maximize my productivity and efficiency. It's important to note that these are strategies that have worked for me, not universal rules. Each person has their own ideal rhythm and system. Try them out, adapt them, and discover what truly enhances your productivity. 1. Wake with purpose. Establish a strategic morning schedule, preferably before other household members. When you're the first to rise, you gain a precious period of tranquility to prepare your mind and organize your thoughts. The temptation to snooze your alarm will be strong. Resisting it is crucial. Each time you delay waking up, you fragment your sleep and end up getting up more tired than you would have been had you risen immediately. Many of the most successful individuals start their day at 5:30 a.m., but the ideal is to find the time that works with your personal chronotype and family routine. What's important isn't the specific hour, but the consistency and quality time you gain. Baka 2. Organize your initial space. Begin your day by organizing your personal space, especially your bed. This seemingly trivial practice carries a surprisingly transformative power. A renowned military commander highlighted in an inspiring talk that this simple morning act represents your first achievement of the day. This small victory triggers a positive cascade effect, encouraging other accomplishments throughout the day. When we master small details with excellence, we develop the discipline necessary to face greater challenges. And there's something especially comforting about returning to an organized space after a challenging day. It's a visual reminder that you have the ability to create order even when other areas of life seem chaotic. 3. Integrated morning ritual. Develop a morning ritual that nourishes both your body and mind. Set aside an exclusive moment for activities that stimulate your personal development. This may include reading inspiring materials, reflective writing, or practicing gratitude in a journal. Many find benefit in positive visualizations or consuming educational content, such as lectures or podcasts that expand their knowledge. Integrate physical movement into this routine, even if it's just 15 minutes of high-intensity exercise. Options like stationary running, squats, push-ups, or yoga are excellent for increasing your blood circulation and releasing endorphins. If traditional exercises don't fit into your initial routine, consider hydrotherapy. Alternating between hot and cold water during your shower stimulates the circulatory and nervous systems, providing a refreshed state of alertness and preparing your body for the day's challenges. 4. Prioritize the main challenge. After completing your morning ritual, identify and face your biggest challenge of the day. A renowned productivity expert created a methodology called Face Your Main Challenge First. Its fundamental principle is that by immediately confronting your most challenging or complex task, you release an enormous amount of mental energy and reduce the anxiety that normally accompanies postponed tasks. This strategy works because our reserve of willpower and decision-making capacity is at its peak in the morning. When we postpone important challenges, we consume valuable mental energy just thinking about them. When confronted with multiple significant challenges, start with what will have the greatest impact on your long-term goals. Establish a non-negotiable commitment to work on it until completion or until reaching a significant milestone before moving on to less critical responsibilities. 5. Stay properly hydrated. Adequate hydration is probably the most underestimated health habit and simultaneously one of the most impactful for your cognitive and physical productivity. Neurological studies demonstrate that even mild levels of dehydration, loss of 1 to 2% of body weight in water, can significantly compromise your brain function, including short-term memory, attention, and decision-making. Considering that the human brain is composed of approximately 73% water, it makes sense that proper hydration is critical for its optimal functioning. When properly hydrated, you experience greater mental clarity, sustained energy, and better mood regulation. The personalized recommendation varies according to your body composition, physical activity level, and climate, but generally ranges between 2.5 to 3.5 liters daily. A reliable indicator of adequate hydration is observing the color of your urine. Ideally, it should have a light yellow tone. 6. Strategic review of objectives. Dedicate specific moments during the day to evaluate your progress in relation to established goals. This practice goes beyond simply checking completed tasks. It's about ensuring continuous alignment between your daily actions and your medium and long-term aspirations. By regularly revisiting your goals, you reinforce their importance in your subconscious and keep purpose alive in your decisions. Implement a visual tracking system that allows you to record small daily victories. This powerful psychological technique creates a tangible record of progress that fuels your intrinsic motivation and builds positive momentum. The feeling of satisfaction at the end of the day, when you review your achievements aligned with your values and larger goals, is irreplaceable and strengthens your commitment to continuous excellence. 7. Master your relationship with technology. Adopt a proactive stance in managing digital devices that can easily hijack your attention. It's ironic how tools created to increase our productivity often become our biggest distractions. Research indicates that each digital interruption requires approximately 23 minutes to fully recover a state of deep concentration. Implement concrete measures. Disable non-essential notifications, establish specific periods to check messages, and use content blocking applications during focused work intervals. Conduct a thorough digital audit. Remove time-consuming apps that add no real value. Organize your social networks to minimize negative or distracting content, and consider regular periods of digital detoxification to recalibrate your relationship with technology. This isn't just a productivity habit, but an essential practice to preserve your mental autonomy and capacity for deep concentration in a hyper-connected world. 8. Connect with your greater purpose. During moments of fatigue, or when motivation decreases, consciously reconnect with your fundamental why. This practice transcends simple motivational reminders. It's an exercise in existential clarity. In moments when discipline fails, only a deep connection with your essential values and vision of the future can sustain your commitment. Develop vivid, multisensory mental anchors that represent your greater purpose. It might be the detailed image of the life you're building, the difference you want to make in the world, or the people for whom you serve as an example. When facing internal resistance or tempted to return to unproductive patterns, deliberately invoke these visualizations. This exercise activates brain centers associated with intrinsic motivation, releasing neurotransmitters that strengthen your determination. Remember, superficial purposes produce superficial results. The deeper and more meaningful your motivation, the more resilient you'll be in the face of inevitable challenges. 9. Reflective closing ritual. Implement a daily closing ritual that combines constructive reflection and intentional preparation. Approximately 45 minutes before sleeping, set aside time to honestly evaluate your performance in priority areas. Identify productive patterns that should be amplified and recognize areas that require adjustments. This practice should not transform into unproductive self-judgment. When identifying gaps between your intentions and actions, redirect the focus to strategic preparation for the next day. Structure the next day in intentional blocks, identifying the 3 highest impact objectives. This process significantly reduces the morning cognitive load and eliminates reactive decision-making. Conclude the ritual with an affirmation of commitment that awakens your best performance. This psychological conditioning programs your subconscious during sleep and establishes a positive expectation for waking up. If these strategies brought value to you, hit the bell icon and subscribe to the channel to receive more content focused on personal development and elevated productivity. In the comments section, share which of these practices you plan to implement first, or which is already part of your routine. Your transformation journey begins with a single consistent step. Until the next video.